Hey, how are you doing? How's your day been so far? Um, I'm just waiting for this to go live. And I think we're live. I think. I'm not sure. You tell I'm new to this? Let's see. I think we're live. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So hey, hi, and hello. I am Charmaine, also known as Purpose Life Coach Char. I help people who feel overwhelmed and disconnected from who they are get clarity and reconnect with themselves through my workshops that I do, which is called Ignite Your Purpose, and my heart work affirmations and reflections. Also, a little bit about me, I am a very transparent person. So when I speak, I am going to be real raw and honest. It's never to be harsh or condescending to anyone in any way, but always to be genuine. Because at the end of the day, we all have a purpose, and I feel like we should all be walking in that purpose. So I am going to give you 3 quick points, and then I'm going to get off of here. So over the next few days, I will be going live, and I'm going to break these points down further throughout the rest of this week. So if you have any comments or any questions, please feel free to drop them because I would love to be able to address them in the next live. Okay, so here is what I want to talk about today. One thing that I've realized is a lot of people don't even know they're lost themselves. Okay. Um, and I say that because point number one, we get caught up in roles and responsibilities. Hello, Miss Cav. How are you doing? And when I say we get caught up in the roles and responsibilities, that means we get caught up in the titles of being a mom, a dad, being our job titles, our ministry titles, our degrees that we have. And we become what people label us as, and we start operating from that. So that brings me to point number two, because we become those roles. And what I mean by that is, let's think about it. When we were kids, we had big dreams, huge. Nobody could tell us that we couldn't do anything. We thought big, we believed big. The sky was honestly the limit, right? But as we got older, life happened, responsibilities came, bills, kids, expectations. And little by little, those dreams started to shrink. Or some of us, they completely vanished. Or we pushed them to the side completely and took a whole total different path, right? So that brings me to point number three. We don't take time for ourselves anymore. We keep going. We keep showing up for everybody else, but not for ourselves. And after a while, we forget what we enjoy, those goals, those dreams, those aspirations we had growing up. What makes us happy? Who are we even on the outs? Who are we on the outside of everything that we do? Because you do know you are somebody outside of those roles and titles. I had someone ask me a question one time. Who is Charmaine? And I couldn't answer the question, not without attaching it to a title or to a responsibility. But you are we are somebody even without those titles. Because we're all born with a purpose. We're all born with a destiny. And sometimes we get so caught up in what society says we should be doing that we forget who we are. And after a while, we don't recognize who we are anymore. And the truth is this: you matter too. You get to feel, you get to be soft, you get to process. Your emotions are valid. You don't have to be that strong person 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is okay not to be okay. We just don't get stuck there. But you get to process your feelings because they matter. So if this is you, I want you to start paying attention to yourself again. Even if it's just taking a few minutes to reflect, that's where it starts. So I'm going to be live over the next few days, talking and going more in depth about these 3 points that I just went over today. So I'll be live for maybe 10 to 15 minutes. And I want you to come and sit with me. I want you to grab a journal and a pen, grab a cup of coffee or a tea, and come and sit with me. And let's reflect. Because sometimes all it takes is seeing yourself in the mirror differently to start gaining clarity, to start healing, and to start understanding who we really are. So until next time, I'm Purpose Life Coach Shar. And remember that serenity is more than peace of mind. It is peace within inner self.